What if everything you know wasn't real? What if your body, your world, and even the universe were just data inside a gigantic computer program? This is the idea behind simulation theory, one of the most disturbing and fascinating hypotheses in modern philosophy and physics. Today, we'll explore what lies behind this theory and try to answer the question, are we living in a digital universe? What is simulation theory? Simulation theory proposes that our universe could be a simulation created by a higher intelligence, perhaps beings from the future, an advanced civilization, or even artificial intelligences far beyond our comprehension. In other words, we would be characters inside a program, believing we have free will, when in fact, every particle in the universe is just code. The idea sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's being taken seriously by renowned philosophers, physicists, and scientists, including those linked to NASA and technology giants. The origin of this idea, although the idea is ancient thinkers like Plato and Descartes already questioned the nature of reality. The modern version emerged in 2003 with philosopher Nick Bostrom of the University of Oxford. Bostrom proposed that, in the future, technological civilizations will have enough computing power to simulate entire universes, with conscious beings living within them without realizing they're in a simulation, and he went further. According to him, it's statistically more likely that we're living inside a simulation than outside it. In other words, we could just be digital copies of beings we don't even know exist. The strange scientific evidence, and here begins the most intriguing part. Several phenomena in modern physics seem to suggest limits on the functioning of the universe, as if it had programming rules. For example, in quantum physics, particles only appear to exist when they are observed, as if the universe only renders what is being seen, just like a computer game that only loads the scene the player is looking at. Furthermore, physicist James Gates Jr. found computer array correcting codes embedded in the equations of fundamental physics, same ones used in modern processors and software. Coincidence, or a clue left by the programmers of our reality? Glitches in the matrix. And what about the glitches that seem to defy all logic? Déjà vu, unbelievable coincidences, glitches in videos, and even moments when time seems to freeze. Many believe these are simulation bugs, small glitches in the system. There are real-life cases of cameras capturing airplanes stuck in midair, shadows moving inexplicably, and impossible phenomena as if reality had paused for a few seconds. Are we seeing the limits of our universe's programming? The role of technology in the future? Now think with me. Today, we've already created extremely realistic simulations, virtual worlds, artificial intelligence, the metaverse, and even games with near-perfect physics. If we can achieve this in just a few decades, imagine what a civilization a million years in the future could do. It's entirely possible that at some point in time, humans in the future will create simulations with real consciousness. And if that happens, what would stop these consciousnesses from creating other simulations within their own? An infinite cycle of digital universes, one within the other. Arguments against the theory, but not everyone believes this. Scientists like Sabine Hossenfelder and Neil deGrasse Tyson argue that there is no solid evidence and that this theory is more philosophical than scientific. They say that even if it were true, we could never prove it, because any testing we did would be happening inside the simulation itself. It's like trying to find the game's programmer without leaving the game itself. Even so, the debate continues. And with each advancement in technology, this hypothesis seems to become a little less absurd. We may never know if we live in a simulation, but the mere fact of questioning it shows how curious and conscious we are. If we're inside a program, it means that consciousness itself is proof that the code works. And if we're not, then the universe remains the greatest mystery of all. Ultimately, the question isn't, are we in the simulation, but rather, what are we doing with the time we have inside it? And you, what do you think? Do we live in a real universe? Or are we just part of a vast cosmic code? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you enjoy mysteries of the universe, provocative theories, and curiosities that defy logic, like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any new videos. This really helps the channel grow and motivates me to bring more content like this.